Today was a great day. I finally got to pick up my bike, my 2002 Honda VFR 800 Interceptor. I've been waiting for over a month to get the bike. The first time I tried to pick it up, the clutch plates were stuck together and it wasn't able to be driven. I took the train from Penn Station to Lindenhurst, where the mechanic, Roger Mercer, was going to bring me to his shop, Rat Cycles. Walking down the platform, I saw Roger for the first time in person. He's got a long beard and long hair. He's like the anti-Joe Popp. Driving over to the shop in his truck, though, I learned that he's not a Harley guy. He rides a Kawasaki Concourse, which is a sport touring bike much like my Honda. Arriving at his shop, I was pretty shocked. He told me he worked out of his garage, but when I got there, it looked like a professional setup. He had a lift, his tools were ridiculously organized, he had fluids lined up very meticulously, he had a computer in there, a camera to take pictures of the bike, and it was clean, not like parts laying all over the place. Very, very organized. Roger took me over to the bike and he showed me the work that he did. He had to change the friction plates in the clutch. They were stuck together from lack of use. The tires were also outdated. They were from 2007, and anything past 5 years, you're really pushing your luck at highway speeds. I had him install Michelin Pilot Road 4s. I've had Michelin tires before and they always perform really well and they last a long time, so I decided to go with those. I was psyched and ready to roll, and as I was putting on my gear, Roger noticed I wasn't quite prepared for the cold weather outside. So he said, "Wait a minute, I'll be right back, let me get something." And he produced a winter riding suit that his neighbor left behind, and he was looking for somebody that would fit it. And he said I looked about the right height, and if I wanted the gear, I could take it. So besides taking really great care of my bike, he sets me up with this winter riding suit that probably saved my life on the trek back from Lindenhurst back to New York. I said goodbye to Roger and his wife Susan, just two awesome people and a guy that really cares about motorcycles. I'm sure if I need anything else major, I'm going to have Roger do the work.
This is Roger. He's the first mechanic that's worked on my bike for Popp Over America, and even before I picked up the bike, so I just want to say thanks to Roger. And what's your saying?
Hey,
no sweat.
No sweat.
Right?
No sweat.
Thanks,
we can do it. We help you out.
Awesome, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep.
I headed to a place called the Village Lantern, which is a German place. I thought it'd be a great stop on the way home, being that I'm German, and tie into my heritage a little bit and see what kind of food they had. I got a schnitzel sandwich on a pretzel bun with German potato salad like my mom used to make. I introduced myself to Mike, the bartender, who is also a motorcyclist. He saw that I had all my gear with me and we started a conversation about bikes. It's pretty neat how motorcyclists can always do that and talk about our crashes, our near misses, and things that happen to us on the motorcycle. I got into a conversation with a guy at the bar named Bob, and he was telling me about how open mic night, Richie Blackmore showed up in like a elf suit and played medieval music on a lute. And I just thought this was hilarious. I'm like, Richie Blackmore, like from Rainbow? He's like, yeah, that's the guy. Like, he plays medieval music and all these people dress up in medieval gear and come see him play. Turns out the owner is a good friend of Richie Blackmore, and he gives him a platform to play his music. I thought that was pretty amazing. After I finished my meal, a little German band started up. It was a drummer and an accordionist playing German tuned standards. It was a lot of fun. I stuck around for a little while and listened to them play, and it was just a great time. I got on the road and I was so happy. The bike was shifting perfectly, had a lot of power, and everything seemed to be working great. It was a little bit chilly, but I was so happy to be on the bike that the weather didn't even bother me at all. One of the coolest sights was when I was approaching the Midtown Tunnel and I saw the New York horizon in the background. It's amazing. I never thought I'd live in New York or even be a motorcyclist in New York, and here I am. I got out of the tunnel and navigated my way to the West Side parking garage where I parked my bike called Rider's Alley. It's a pretty cool place because it's more like a club instead of just a parking garage. There's a common space where you can actually work on your bike, there's a motorcycle lift and tools. So it's a really neat, unique place compared to just a parking garage where they usually don't let you touch your bike. After staring at my bike for like 20 minutes, I remembered that the guys from Rider's Alley were going to watch the MotoGP race down at a bar in the East Village called Spiegel. It was too late for me to go home, so I just grabbed my gear and headed right down to the bar. It was amazing seeing all these motorcyclists and their bikes parked outside, watching a race on the TV in a bar. There's not a lot of fans for MotoGP in America, so it's neat to get together with some guys and watch the race and have a few beers. Overall, it was just an awesome day. Now I got my bike, Popp Over America is officially underway. Awesome.